Hi, I'm Joe Stepansky, Treasurer of the Lower Susquehanna Synod, and this video explains the new 2026 Congregational Remittance Report. It's a new form, but the ministries are pretty much the same, and the form itself should be easier to use. It's in Excel, so it will automatically total things up for you, and the appearance, the fonts should look a lot better. The top of the form is one of the most important parts. Why is it one of the most important parts? Here's why. This is what we need to know. For example, we need to know the month for which you're submitting the remittance, the mission support, your congregational name, and the check number. If you don't know those three items, you have larger problems, but I'm confident you know those three items. The next item, though, is equally important, your ELCA number and your conference name. Now, you may not know that, and if you don't, contact your pastor or your office admin or contact the Synod, and we'll be happy to give you that information. Again, the reason we need to know that is there are many congregations that may have the same name as yours, so we need to make sure it's you. On the right-hand side is the name of the treasurer and the daytime phone number and email address. Why do we need that? Let's say something goes wrong. Let's say the number on the check is not the same as the number on the form. We need to be able to contact somebody. We will go straight to the source. Please put the amount in the correct box next to where you are giving. And the boxes are all identified, so if you have, say, World Hunger, you can put in whatever you want, be it $5, $10, whatever your congregation is giving. And there's room to write details. For example, under Condi, there's room to write the congregation for which you want that money to go. At the bottom, everything will be summarized for you. Again, it's an Excel spreadsheet, so we should be able to summarize everything perfectly, and hopefully the number on your check matches the number at the bottom of the form. Here are a couple of other important items. If you are mailing in 6 months of your remittance at the same time, you don't need to do 6 different forms. In fact, we'd rather you didn't. One form with the 6 months and one check, and we should be able to handle that. Because the last thing we want you to do also is to do more work and to fill out 6 different forms. Nope. One form for 3 months, 6 months, whatever you're doing, and we'll take it from there. If the ministry is not shown on this form, and this is really important, if the ministry is not there, please send it directly to that ministry and not to the Synod. And it will get there, first of all, faster, and we won't be looking things up to figure out where to send the funds. For the Lower Susquehanna Synod Mission Fund, the Bishop Discretionary Fund, and Hunger Fund, we basically give out grants. So anything you give to those are sent out in the form of grants, and congregations have to apply for those grants. And every congregational check needs a remittance form. You can send a check in, but without the remittance form, we really don't have any idea where all that money should go. So we need one check and one remittance form. And as long as you remember that, we'll be in good shape. So if you have any questions, feel free to call the Synod office and we'll help you through whatever you need help with. But this form should be a lot easier to use than it has in the past. Thank you and have a great day.